Okay, so sorry about that. After surgery, I will be required to take a injection of Inohep. It's a blood thinner that they want you to take for 8 days after surgery to make sure that you don't get blood clots. And they gave me this little handy dandy little thingy with a package in it, and to ask the nurse on the day of um, my release when to start taking this, and inside it shows you, you know, how to take the or how to take the needles, where to take them, and how to dispose of the needles properly. Wash your hands, how to work the needle, etc. This also came with a 10-minute DVD. So, you know, not looking forward to that. But, you know, you do what you have to do. This is a process, and I'm gonna have to follow the rules, just like anybody else doing the same process. Now, so there's a proton pump inhibitor called Prevacid, and I'm to be taking that for 6 months. And or lansoprazole fast tabs, 30 milligrams for 6 months. May be substituted for the Prevacid, or I don't know. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'm sure that if you're going through this, if you get to the stage that I got to, you'll get the same information. I'm just giving this to you as like what to expect kind of deal. Now, they want me on the chewable adult vitamin for twice a day after surgery, because chewables for the first little while are what they want you to do because it's easier on your pouch and for your digestion. Now, I'm told when you chew them, you have to chew them like you do your food. Make sure you chew it to mush, because if you don't, your body may reject it and you're going to end up with dumping syndrome or something worse, pain, whatever. But it's a 50 plus tablet twice a day, and then calcium 500 milligrams, liquid 3 times a day. Or I could take a prenatal vitamin once a day instead of the chewable multivitamin. Vitamin D 2000 IU chewable or liquid 2 times per day. And then vitamin B12 500 milligrams once daily by mouth, sublingual or crushed, once a month injections. So either I can take the tablets or I can go to my doctor and get it done once a month. I will probably take it by tablet because if I don't have a routine, I'll forget. That's just the way I am. If I'm feeling fine, and the doctors are not my favorite place to be, so I'll end up taking the tablets. She has down here calcium requirement is 500 milligrams to 1800 milligrams per day after surgery. So that is what she gave me. Now, on the day of my release, in order to promote my circulation, she told me that I have to, on my drive home, if I get picked up or if I'm taking the bus to the train station, I have to walk to prevent blood clots. So after about 20 minutes in the car or on a bus, she wants me to get out and walk around for 15 to 20 minutes to make sure that the circulation is still moving and so that I don't end up with blood clots. The self-injections I already told you about. Fluids at the hospital after my surgery, the day of my surgery, they will be giving me, she says, cups about this size. and every 15 to 20 minutes to make sure that my pouch can handle it, because the clear liquids apparently will be done at the hospital, and by the time I go home, I will be able to be on more thick liquids like soups and Jello and such like that. Now, there's a list that first I'll show you this. She had me write down some stuff. This is my homework. This is the half-hour drive home, get out and walk for 15 to 20 minutes to promote circulation. OptiFast, 300 milliliters of OptiFast per day, up to 500 milliliters, but least amount is 300 milliliters. Add a half a tablespoon of fiberific or benefiber, because the OptiFast does not have fiber in it, so it can constipate you. So they will actually be prescribing me a stool softener as well. She advised me to go to the bulk barn and get diabetic candy, because while you're on the OptiFast, you may experience low blood sugar, which is hypoglycemia, and it can cause you to have the shakes and feel dizzy and stuff. So if you have some diabetic candy on hand, pop a couple of those in your mouth and get the sugar rush that you need. So, while you're on the OptiFast, it's not a pure liquid diet. You're allowed to have 5 vegetables a day. She gave me. Here we go. So, the OptiFast is a low carb diet, a low carb, very low in fat and high in protein. You will drink 4 to 5 packets of OptiFast powder mixed with water each day, as recommended by your surgeon, to be followed for 2 to 4 weeks before gastric bypass, sleeve gastric surgery, to help to drain fat from the liver. It generally costs $100 a week. It comes in 2 flavors, chocolate and vanilla. And she has highlighted here for me that you may have a maximum of 2 cups a day of the following vegetables: lettuce, green pepper, celery, cucumber, and broccoli. As a dressing, you can only add vinegar or lemon juice. No other food is allowed. Now, she told me that you can throw in a red pepper if you want to with that, because some people like the color. If you're, eating one color for 2 weeks, it can get pretty boring and people may fall off the wagon. But you have to do this to do the surgery. They want the fat and your liver to shrink around your liver, so that when they do the operation, the instrument that holds your liver out of the way can hold up your liver. If your liver is too big, or if it's covered in fat, the implement won't hold it up, because it's just a teeny tiny little thing they stick through the little holes that they make. So it's laparoscopic, it's tiny. And you have 6 bottles equal 500 milliliter, or 6 to 8 cups of water each day. This includes water in your OptiFast, 300 milliliters. Add a half tablespoon of fiberific or benefiber. You may have calorie-free clear fluids such as tea, coffee, broth, and sugar-free drinks, for example, Crystal Light or Diet Kool-Aid. You may add a little flavor to the OptiFast drink. To make it taste better, try instant decaf coffee granules, a couple of drops of food flavoring extract, or Crystal Light powder. OptiFast has no fiber in it, so you may experience constipation while on OptiFast. To help resolve constipation, you can add the benefiber, blah blah blah. And the Senecot Blue box and Fiberific sold in Walmart in diabetic section. So, Senecot, I think, is the stool softener. I'm not sure. I will find this out, though, and I will let you know. So, She suggested that if you haven't had a bowel movement after 2 to 3 days, on the third day you're to take a Senecot. So yeah, it's still softener. You take 2 Senecot, and after surgery, as soon as you get home, uh, take 2 Senecot S with yogurt. First, 1 tablespoon of fiber in water. 2 to 3 days pass. Use Senecot S. And that's it for the nurse. So, more to come. Stay tuned.